adult prices for their crimes. It's part of a new Indiana law, but it's not all or nothing. From the Indiana State House, it's a way to monitor how long a child convicted of criminal activities will serve and how often they'll be reevaluated. News 10's Michael Klaus talked with the local prosecutor to find out more. He joins us now live in the studio with details. Michael?
Well, this law means that some convicted criminals could spend less time in prison, but it's one that saw a lot of support from defense attorneys at the State House. It all started with the case of a boy who was just 12 years old, charged and convicted of murder in northern Indiana.
I think he was sentenced to like 50 or 55 years. So there was concern by the legislature of putting a sixth grader that was 80 pounds in the federal state prison system with other prisoners who are adults, much bigger, much older.
Indiana law states that a juvenile can only be tried as an adult under two conditions. One is if the defendant is 16 years or older and they commit a serious crime, such as kidnapping or armed robbery. The other is through a waiver process at the request of the prosecuting attorney. A child could be as young as 10 years old for a murder case, a conviction that can carry up to 65 years behind bars. As of July 1st, judges can now choose the option of dual sentencing, one given as a juvenile, the other as an adult.
When he turns 18, now if he got, say, 50 years on the adult sentence, then the court at that point can decide whether he should actually serve that 50 years or whether it should be suspended or whether some other sentencing alternative should be utilized.
Before this month, Indiana was one of just 4 states without this law on the books. But there are still debates about this statute, mainly when it should be used to avoid unnecessary work and court costs.
If we have a 17-year-old that we try as an adult and he gets convicted, then we're arguing for our sentence and everything. And then now when the kid turns 18, then we're going to end up having another hearing and re-arguing a lot of these things.
In reevaluations, the judge will likely consider good behavior, maturity, and mental state. Modis said he's very interested to see how this law will play out in the coming years. Rondrell?
All right, thank you very much, Michael. This law will be likely only used for greater crimes. It's unlikely to play much of a role in smaller misdemeanors.